Saram everyone. Today we are going to start chapter 6 NCERT class 10. So let's start with its primary concept, that is what? Similar and congruent figures. So definitely let's try to understand what are the difference between congruent figures and similar figure. Now the basic thing in congruent figures are what? The shape and size both are equal. And this one is what? The shape and size. Size means measure of the length or anything are always equal. While in this one, the shape are what? Similar, but they are of different size. They are what? Of different size. Now for congruent, if I take a square, say this is of 4 centimeter, it's a 4 centimeter square, and another square having 4 centimeter, then I can say that these two squares are what? Are congruent figures. But for similar, if I take a square of 4 centimeter and one more square, say it's of 2 centimeter. Now the shape are same, both are square only, but the measure are not equal. So this type of figures are what? Pair of figures are what? Similar figure, while these two are what? Congruent figure. Now if I draw a circle, say the radius of the circle is say 3 centimeter, and the radius of this is also 3 centimeter, then this pair of circles are what? Congruent circle. And here if I draw a circle, say 5 centimeter, and another circle having 2 centimeter, then this pair of circles are what? Similar figure. I hope you understood the difference between congruent figure and similar figure. Congruent figure always overlap each other. उसके जो boundaries होंगे एक दूसरे से overlap होंगे, जबकि that is not possible in similar figure. And one more thing, each and every congruent figures are what? Similar figure, but each and every similar figure are not congruent. Now we'll take this concept by using what? Triangles. Congruent triangles already we studied in class 9. What are congruent triangles? First of all, for congruent triangles, the corresponding angles are equal. Let's take one example. If I take this one as 5, 6 and 7 centimeter and say some angle here, say 50, 60, and this will be how much? 70. And one more figure, again it's of 5 centimeter, 6 centimeter and 7 centimeter. Say this is what? A, B and C. Say this is P, Q and R. Let's take angle P as what? 50. Angle Q is equal to what? 60. And angle R equals to what? 70. Now these two figures are what? Congruent triangles. Why they are congruent? First of all, the angles are equal. Angles are what? Equal. A corresponds to P, both are 50. B corresponds to Q, both are 60. And C corresponds to R, both are of 70. So I can say that angles are equal. But along with that, I can say that corresponding sides are also equal. It's AB is equal to what? PQ. This BC is equal to what? QR. And this AC is equal to what? PR. This AB and PQ is how much? Is of 5. BC and QR is of 6 centimeter. And the last one, AC and PR is of 7 centimeter. So your pair of sides are also equal and the angles are equal. So for this type of figure or triangle, I can say that this pair of triangles are what? Congruent triangles. But in this chapter, we are going to study about what? similar triangles. Now let's start with what are similar triangles and what are the necessary condition for similar triangle. Similar triangles. So this is 5, this is 6 centimeter and this is 7 centimeter. Now in comparison with this, take this one as 10 centimeter, 12 centimeter and this is what? 14 centimeter. Take random any angle, I am just for explaining, I am taking any angle, say 50, 60 and 70. Here also 50, 60 and 70. So this is what P, Q and R. This is A, B and C. Now what are the necessary conditions for similar triangle? First of all, the corresponding angle must be equal. So here angles are equal. Yeah, I can say that angles are, here angle A is equal to what? Angle P. Angle B is equal to what? Angle Q. And C angle is equal to what? Angle R. So I can say that angle A corresponds to P, angle B corresponds to Q and angle C corresponds to R. Now what about this side? Here AB and PQ are not equal as in congruent. But here it is 5, here it is 10. Let's take out the ratio. Now AB corresponds to what? PQ. So AB upon PQ is how much? 5 upon 10, that is equal to 1 by 2. Then what is the next one? BC upon QR. BC upon QR. BC is how much? 6 and that is 12. So it is 1 by 2. And one more. AC upon PR. AC upon PR. AC is how much? 7 and this is what? 14. So again this is what? 1 by 2. So if you look at all the ratios, it's AP upon PQ is half, BC upon QR is half and this AC upon PR is also half. All the ratios are equal. So I can say that the pair of this corresponding side AB upon PQ, BC upon QR and AC upon PR are equal. Therefore, I can write this AB upon PQ is equal to BC upon QR is equal to what? AC upon PR. So this is what? The pair of the corresponding sides are in proportion. Are in proportion means what? The ratios are equal. For all the similar triangles, if you take the ratios of the corresponding sides, जो भी corresponding sides होगा, यहाँ AB upon PQ is how much? 1 by 2. PC upon QR is what? 1 by 2. And AC upon PR is what? 1 by 2. उनका जो corresponding sides का जो ratio का value होगा, that are always remain equal. You can see a 1 by 2, 1 by 2 and 1 by 2. So I can see that these ratios are equal. For this, what we are going to write for both the condition? For similar triangle, first is corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. And one more thing, it's what? Corresponding sides are in equal ratio, or we can say, or are in proportion. So if they are in proportion, corresponding side, then we can say that by this two condition, the given pair of triangles are what? Similar. From this we can conclude one more thing. What is the perimeter of triangle ABC? Here, perimeter of triangle ABC upon perimeter of triangle PQR is equal to perimeter of ABC means what? AB plus BC plus AC. So it's how much? AB plus BC plus AC upon PQ plus QR plus PR. So AB is how much? 5, 6, 7. 5 plus 6 plus 7. And this is what? 10, 12, 14. 10, 12 and 14. What is the sum? So perimeter of this triangle is what? 11 plus 7. It's what? 18. This is what? 10, 22. 22 plus 14. It's what? 36. So again I am getting the ratio what? 1 by 2. Which we got the ratio of corresponding side. So we can say that if you take the ratio of perimeter of two similar triangle, perimeter of ABC upon perimeter of PQR, they are always equals to what? Ratio of the corresponding sides. This perimeter equals to what? AB upon PQ, BC upon QR and AC upon PR. So I can write this condition. The perimeter of ABC upon perimeter of PQR equals to is same as the ratio of the corresponding sides. So this perimeter of this one how much you got? 18 और इसका perimeter कितना मिला था? 36. So if you take out the ratio 18 upon 36, I'll get 1 by 2 only. Even if I take the ratio 5 upon 10 is 1 by 2, 6 upon 12 is 1 by 2 and AC upon PR is also 1 by 2. So this is the way we can understand how to identify similar triangles. The most important theorem of class 10 NCERT. This is called what? Thales theorem and also basic proportionality theorem. Before explaining this statement, let me explain you the diagram for this. Then from diagram we are going to refer this statement. Suppose this is a given triangle, say A, B and C. Now here three sides are there, AB, BC and AC. So I am going to draw a line parallel to one of the side of a triangle. कोई एक side से parallel I am going to draw. So better to take what? This base BC. So let me draw it. Here I draw a line L. Now this line L is parallel to one of the side of a triangle, that is what? BC. So I can write here L is what? Parallel to BC. Now as it's parallel, it is intersecting two sides, side AB and AC. दो साइड को इंटरसेक्ट हो रहा है, दो पॉइंट पे इंटरसेक्ट हो रहा है. Let's take that point as what? Point D and E. This point are distinct point. Distinct means अलग point. So again I am repeating, for a triangle ABC, we draw a line L such that parallel to what? BC, intersecting at 2 point D and E. Now by taking this point D, we got here ये जो AB side line था, line segment, it has now divided into two parts, AD and DB. It's what? AD and DB. And here this AC divided into two parts, AE and EC. It's what? AE and EC. Now let's read the statement, what we are going to prove, what is given in the statement for Thales theorem. If a line is drawn parallel to one side of a triangle, so if a line drawn parallel to one side of a triangle intersect the other two sides, AB and AC are the other two sides in distinct point that are what? D and E. दो अलग point पे intersect हो रहे हैं on two different sides. Then the other two sides are divided in the same ratio. The other two sides means other two sides are AB and AC are divided into equal ratios. How they divided? They are divided into AD and DB, AE and EC. The ratios are equal, that we have to prove. You have to prove that AD upon DB is equal to what? AE upon EC. So this is the thing we have to prove by proving this basic proportionality theorem. This is the introduction for the theorem. Now let's start with the given and to prove. Say this is a triangle A, B and C. Say this is line L intersecting at D and E. So what to write in given or data? In triangle ABC, line L is parallel to what? BC, which intersect AB and AC. AB and AC at D and E respectively. This is what given. Line L is parallel to BC, intersecting at point D and E on AB and AC. Now what to prove? What are you going to prove here? To prove that AD upon DB is equals to AE upon EC. AE upon EC. So this is what we are going to prove in this Thales theorem. So let's start with the proof of it. Let's start with the proof of Thales theorem. So already we written to prove AD upon DB is equals to AE upon EC. Now this is what given triangle. Now to prove this one, here I want DB. Here DB is there, but it is not a part of any particular triangle. AD is a part of triangle AD, AE is a part of triangle AD, but here BD and EC are not a part of triangle. For that we are going to construct a triangle. So in proof you are going to write let's draw what? BE and CD. BE and CD. Also, we are going to draw two perpendiculars. One is on AD, such that it's what? EN. Another is what? DM. These are what? Perpendicular from EN, D. Also, we can write EN is perpendicular to AD and DM is perpendicular to A. So we draw two perpendiculars. We consider these two lines BE and CD just to form a triangle BDE and CDE. Now we know that formula of area of triangle ADE. Area of triangle AD is equals to half base into height. So for this triangle ADE, what is the altitude I am going to take? I am going to take altitude EN and base what? AD. So I am going to just consider this triangle. Here it's what? E, here it's N, this A and D. So AD is the base, EN is the altitude, or we can say height. So this is what? It's half. Instead of base, I am going to write AD. Its height. Height is what? EN. So we can write directly as per 9th standard. Area of triangle ADE is equals to what? Half AD into EN. Similarly, we can write for what? Area of triangle BDE. It's half. Now the important part. Let me explain you that first. Three types of basic triangle. It's an acute angle triangle, it's a right angle triangle, and this is an obtuse angle triangle. A, B, C, A, B, C. So this is A, B and C. For acute angle triangle, we can draw a perpendicular like this to get the altitude. This is altitude and this is what? Base. For right angle triangle, this is altitude already because of 90 degree, and this is what? Base. But the important one, for obtuse angle triangle, if I want to draw perpendicular, I have to draw perpendicular outside the triangle. ये जो triangle है उसके बाहर perpendicular बनेगा. Say here M. So AM is the height and base will remain what? BC, because MB is not a part of triangle. So base of this triangle will remain BC, but the perpendicular height is what? AM. Same thing is we are going to apply here for triangle BDE. This triangle. This is an obtuse angle triangle. उसका जो altitude है वो बाहर है. That is what? EM. And its base is what? BD. So this thing we are going to relate with this one. This is an obtuse angle. और इसका जो altitude है बाहर लेना है, बाहर वाला. That is what? EN is altitude and base is what? BD. So we can write area of BDE is equal to half base. Base is what? BD. Altitude is what? EN. Now I got this two formulas for AD and BD. Now same thing I want to do for what? Triangle ADE. But now the thing is what? I am going to take the altitude what? DM. And base will be what? A. Base A हो जाएगा and altitude is what? DM. Now for triangle, area of triangle, again ADE, it's half. Now base I am going to consider, that is what? A, and altitude is what? Height is what? DM. Now similarly, the way I got for BDE, now I have to get for what? CDE, this triangle. And its altitude is what? DM, and base is what? EC. Similarly, area of CDE, it's half. What is base I have to consider? It's what? EC. And height is what? DM. Now we got four areas. ADE, this one, where base is AD and height is EN. Then BDE for this triangle area. Then again AD, one more AD, but now the base is what? A, and height is what? DM. That is third one. And the fourth area we got, that is area of CD. This is the way we got formula for four areas of triangle. Now we have to take the ratios. We have to take the ratios of first two area and next two. So let's take the ratios of this. Therefore, area of ADE upon area of BDE. Now what is area of ADE? It's half AD into EN. AD into EN. Half. What is here? BD into EN. You can cancel the similar terms, half and half, EN. So what is remain here? It's AD upon DB. Say this is what? 1. Now similarly we are going to take the ratio of next to area. So it's what? Area of ADE upon area of CD. It's half. What is it? A into DM. Here it's what? Half EC into DM. Again, similar terms get cancelled, half and half, DM. So what is remaining here? It's A upon EC. So which I want here? A upon EC I want, and AD upon DB. AD upon DB, A upon EC. Now the next object is what? To prove how these are equal. To prove these two are equal, I have to prove this right hand side equal. If I am going to prove this left hand side equal, not right hand side. If I am going to prove this left hand side equal, AD is already AD. Now to prove this BD is equal to what? CD. If these two are equal, I can say that these two are equal. For this, I am going to use the theory of ninth standard. Let me give the reminder which theorem I am talking about. So from ninth standard we know that in between two parallel lines, if I draw two triangles, say this is B, D, E and C. So here two triangles are lying between. One common base is what? Which is the common base here? D is the common base. Now this is the, as this two triangle BDE and CDE are lying between two parallel lines having common base D, I can see that area of this ADE is same as area of CDE. The area of these two triangles are equal. So this thing we have to write down in the statement to prove these two triangles are equal. If these two areas are equal, I can say that BD is equal to what? CD. Then these two ratios become equal. Then these two ratios are same. For this, we are going to write down one statement that now triangle BDE and triangle CDE lie between, lying having common base or same base. Which is the same base here? D is the same base D, and lie between two parallels. Which are the parallels? DE and this BC and D are the two parallels. Two parallels DE and BC. So just remove this. So triangle BD and CD having common base DE and lie between two parallels DE and BC. Therefore we can say that area of triangle BDC is equal to area of triangle CDE, and say this equation is what? 3. So from this 1, say this is what? 2. From this 1, 2 and 3. From 1, 2 and 3. We can see that this BD is equal to what? Already CD. AD is already equal to ADE. So this two, this left hand side is equal to this left hand side. Then definitely the right hand side equals to right hand side. So we can write AD upon DB is equal to what? AE upon EC. So this is the way we are going to prove Thales theorem, that is theorem 6.1. So this is a very important theorem for examination point of view. So you just refer it, revise it and practice it twice or thrice.